Hello, Ronnie.
Hello. I feel like you're looking at
Hello,
not
Ted.
me.
This is why is the thing not turning? This is kind of, whoa, there it goes. It's kind of what everybody wants to know about right here. We did a video on this. How long ago did we do a video
I
on
would
this?
say probably a year or more.
A year or more?
Yeah,
So it's time for a new turbo elbow video.
I guess so.
Yeah. Anyways, if y'all haven't seen this, hello, I'm Beau. It's Ronnie. That's Ted over there.
Wherever the gimbal's going.
Yeah, right? It's just deciding to go wherever it wants to go. So this is our turbo elbow right here. You see that big silver thing right there? Turbo elbow. It's attached to the MAF housing from this K24E. Wow, it's just really going crazy. This K24E from this D21. I got to step back so I can get it all in frame. This D21. This is my D21, Natasha. So we make these. We've been making them for how long?
I don't know. It's
couple
been a
years?
while, yeah.
We've been making these for a couple years.
We've sold quite a few.
We've sold quite a few. You think we've sold 50, 40, 30,
maybe 30,
35,
maybe 30.
37 and a half.
That's a little high.
Anyways, we make and sell these things. And if you want to turbo your hard body, it is not the only option. But we offer a service where up till now, you send in your MAF housing, which is this part at the bottom right here. You send that in, and we convert it to what you see before you, just that elbow.
I always want to be like one of those TV girls.
There you go, like Vanna White. That might be a little old for you.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Anyways, it usually takes, what?
2 weeks. I mean, it depends, because what you guys got to realize is you got to send us the part. And so, like, once it gets here, and then one of us has to find time to go see our fabricator, who also does the same as we do YouTube. He does it after his day job.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to work on the weekends.
And so we have to get the part from you, and then one of us has to take it to him, and then he has to make the part, and then we have to get it back from him, and then we have to ship it back to you. So we usually say about 2 weeks lead time.
Right, about 2 weeks. I think the fastest turnaround we've ever gotten was probably 8 to 10 days, which was really good. That was like somebody sending us the part, it getting here real quick, us taking it to Paul, him making it real quick, us getting it, boxing it up, and sending it straight out. I mean, that's a pretty good turnaround.
And he puts us priority. Like, when we take him an elbow, like, he does our stuff first. And it takes a little while.
But if any of you guys have ever ordered a custom part, any custom part, a freaking suspension part, an engine part, a seat part, a steering wheel, anything that's custom, you know that 2 weeks is really fast to get your part back. So consider yourselves lucky to be acquainted with us. This has been our design up until now. I say up until now because this design doesn't work it works perfect. Like, it works great. Like, the simple turbo setup with this elbow works amazing. So it's a good part. The big problem is getting cores, getting these right here. We have to get people to send them to us. Some people, their D21, their hard body is their daily. So they can't just like be like, oh, here's a part off of my truck and now it doesn't run for 2 weeks. They can't do that. So one of our biggest problems with this design is just the fact that we have to use the core, and we can't always get that. So we're limited to how many we can make, how quickly we can make them, how quickly we can get them back, and stuff like that.
All honestly, like, I think we've gotten 5 cores back.
Really?
Yep.
Is that including people that have sent us extra
No, that's
cores?
not counting people that have sent us extras or people that have just sent us some. Like, we've had a few subscribers that they like went to the junkyard and picked up 5 cores and just sent them to us.
I was just going to say that. We really appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah.
We have had subscribers that have been like, here, have these.
Yeah,
and
we even like offer to pay for them, and they're like, no, don't worry about it. We just want to support you guys.
Sometimes we've ended up like knocking prices off their elbow because they, knocking 15, 20 bucks off their elbow because they sent us an extra core, and we really appreciate that. Just want to say that. What other problems have we had with this elbow?
That's really it. Well, when we do have cores, I guess this is sort of an issue. When we do have cores, there's two different styles of core. And when we're talking about cores, we're talking about just the MAF housing. And there is the older style like this, which is a 3-bolt, as we call it. And so it has 3 screws. There's one on the bottom and 2 up top.
Here so I can see this real good.
That hold it on versus a 96, 97, which has 2 in their opposite corners like this.
Whoa, the gimbal's really doing its own thing today. So this is a 3-bolt, and the later models are a 2-bolt, right?
Right. Right. And so also another thing I just want to talk about real quick. You see this deal, Lee Bob, right here? This thing?
Yeah, with the spring on it.
Yeah, so Beau's doesn't have a spring, obviously. We cut it off. But most of them will have a spring that goes here. And this is a thermostat that opens and closes. Here's the 2 water lines that come into it. And it runs through, and it's a throttle body heater down inside there. So if you live somewhere cold, we recommend hooking this back up. But if you live in Arizona, we cut it off.
Yeah, we don't need it.
But that's really the only issues with this is the core itself. Making sure that if we did have the core, we had the right core for the person so we could build it and send it to them prior to them sending us one. Or just not receiving cores back.
Initially, we had a height issue. Like when we were cutting the elbow, it wouldn't clear the hood, and we had to cut my hood out right there. That's what Ronnie was just pointing to. We had to cut the supports out of the hood, the framework. We have since...
I think they're good. Nobody said anything.
No, nobody said anything about clearance issues. So like, that's one of the benefits of having us make the part is that we've done all the R&D. You know, if you just want something super easy, like you send it to us, pay us the money, and we send it right back to you, like it's super easy. You can totally make these yourself if you weld. You can take it to a fabricator to weld, but you're gonna have to buy this pipe. You're gonna have to buy elbows, aluminum elbows. You have to find a core if you can't take yours off to have it made, and you're gonna have to buy a welder if you want to weld it yourself. So, you know, ours are aluminum, so aluminum is not the easiest stuff to weld, is it, Ronnie?
I mean, sometimes I make it look like it's easy, sometimes I don't. It all depends on the day.
Yeah, right on. Anyways, we don't
Did I
make
weld
it.
this one?
Yeah, I think so. This is our first one,
It
wasn't
doesn't
it?
look terrible.
Wasn't this our first one ever?
No. The first one ever was on my truck.
Oh, was
I
it?
had Paul make it.
Oh, okay. This is
a
the first one
long
that you
time
made,
ago.
though.
I don't know. Did I make that?
I think you made that.
Anyways, I did a good job. I know I did this. Like, I know I did that. That looks good.
Right on.
The other problem I just thought of, these are 3 inches.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're kind of big. Like most people's intercooler piping's 2 or 2.5, and so 3 inches you got to run an adapter thing like
Yeah,
this.
reducer.
So with all that being said, we are currently working on a new design, version 2, which will hopefully be easier. It should just bolt on, slip on, no welding. I mean, we'll do welding, but you won't have any welding. You won't have to send us a cord, none of that.
The best part is that you don't have to send us part of your truck. We
Yep.
can send you this. You can pay us money. We send you this, and it'll be a daggum minute install.
Yeah.
Like you take yours off, you put this one on, and you can turbo your truck right then.
Yep.
Boom.
And it'll be
turbo.
2.5. It won't be 3 inches. It'll be 2.5 here. So it'll be easier for running intercooler piping, standard size, standard intercooler stuff, all that. Should be pretty good.
Right on.
We're fingers crossed.
Hey, it's
That was
recording.
perfectly fast.
That was
enough.
perfect, Ted. You're so great at this already. My goodness. So we are still in the like where we are right now. We still need cores to
Yeah.
make these. So if you have any extra cores, send them to us.
We'll pay $15 a piece. You send us 3, we'll powder coat your elbow for you for free.
Boom! Look at that. Free powder coating. Boom.
If you want one. But anyways, we're still at least 3 months out from having version 2 ready to go. At least 3 months.
But we're excited about it.
We are excited.
We're excited
I'm
about it.
excited.
I'm excited.
It'll make things way easier.
If you want to get in touch with us, we're going to have our email in this video right down here somewhere. I don't know. We'll have our email in this video. You can also hit us up on Instagram if you follow our Instagram. It's local losers 520, like local_losers_520.
Something like that.
Something like that. We're the local losers, you know, like You
I
can
don't know. We have so many accounts.
messages on YouTube don't really work too well because
Yeah.
we're not going to hold a whole conversation and a whole sales pitch on YouTube. So hit us up on our email or on Instagram, and we'll be able to sell you a turbo elbow.
They're not exactly cheap, but they're not exactly expensive.
As far as car parts go, I consider them, as far as something that you need to turbo your hard body, I think it's fairly inexpensive.
The price has gone up from our last video. And one thing that bugs me about doing this is we get asked. The first question is, hey, I want one. We're like, okay, this is how much it is. This is where to pay us. This is how to get it, blah, 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 blah. Ghost after that. Like, as soon as they find out the price, they're like, nope. And then there's people that are like, look, here's the money.
Should we just tell them the price?
I mean, we can.
Right now, and like our costs went up from when we used to sell them, just because like
Materials are expensive.
Materials are expensive, and we do all the legwork on this. We've done all the R&D on this. We have to go to the post office. We have to box these up. We pay for shipping back to you. You pay for shipping to us. We pay for shipping back to you. So that's kind of even Steven right there. But we do all the legwork on this, and we try to get it back to you pretty quick. We charge $150 for this part. We were doing $150 plus a $50 core charge, which ended up being $200, but nobody was sending their cores back. So
just pay the $200.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, we'll just pay the $200, and that doesn't help anybody. We're trying to help the hard body community here by helping people turbo their trucks, but we obviously can't do it for free. So $150 if you want one right now. We have no idea what version 2 is going to cost. It would be nice if it costed the same or less.
That's what I told Paul. I said, let's shoot for 150 or less. And he was like, oh, okay, I think we can do it.
Nice.
So we're hoping, fingers crossed,
We're
price
not
doesn't change.
we're not trying to get rich off you guys, okay?
This stuff literally just goes back into the channel,
Yeah.
like it paid for the camera.
Exactly, like it paid for the camera. Boom. So yeah, that's it. $150. Like if you want one, email us. Now you've got all the details. So when you hit us up, we are expecting you to send us a core so we can make an elbow.
Exactly. I don't want to get hit.
What else? What else do they need to know?
Try to message us on Instagram, because if you email us, I'm probably not going to read it.
Dude, you can hit us up on email, but we get so many different emails from different places, they kind of get lost in the mix. If you have an Instagram, please hit us up on Instagram. It's much more convenient for us. I don't know why, it just is.
Oh,
it just works out that way.
If you order one, let us know what your PayPal is too. Like when you PayPal us, let us know.
Yes. Let us know what your PayPal email is.
Too.
Yeah, because we don't exactly keep things super organized with a ledger and all this kind of stuff. We just we're losers. We're the local losers.
We wing it. Sometimes we forget who they go to. We have to go back and look.
Yeah. But the turbo elbow has worked great on many trucks so far. My truck, Ronnie's truck, and everybody who's bought one. We haven't got one. Oh, yeah, that's right. Jesse has one. And he's just got an intake on his. His isn't even turbo. You can use these to turbo, or you can use them to just make an intake setup. We should give away that intake that we made now that we're at 5,000 subscribers.
Give it away.
Okay, we're going to give it away. But until then, we're the local losers. And we'll see y'all later.
Bye, guys.